Playful, mindful brand. What is your brand? If somebody asked you to describe your brand identity, your brand personality, what would you be? Are you an up attribute? Are you something that gets the blood flowing? Are you more of a down attribute? Are you something that's a little more calm, reserved, conservative? Up attributes are things like being playful, being fresh, like the Fresh Prince, contemporary, adventurous, edgy or daring, like Errol Flynn, nimble or agile, profane, domineering, magical or mystical, like Gandalf. Or are you more of a down attribute? Are you mindful, sophisticated, like 007? Are you established, traditional, nurturing, protective, empathetic, like the Oprah? Are you reliable, stable, familiar, safe, secure, sacred, contemplative, or wise, like the Dalai Lama or Yoda? Over the course of this film, we had 500 plus companies who were up and down companies say no, they didn't want any part of this project. They wanted nothing to do with this film, mainly because they had no control. They would have no control over the final product. But we did get 17 brand partners who were willing to relinquish that control, who wanted to be in business with someone as mindful and as playful as myself, and who ultimately empowered us to tell stories that normally we wouldn't be able to tell, stories that an advertiser would normally never get behind. They enabled us to tell the story about neuromarketing as we got into telling the story in this film about how now they're using MRIs to target the desire centers of your brain for both commercials as well as movie marketing. We went to São Paulo where they have banned outdoor advertising in the entire city. For the past 5 years, there's no billboards, there's no posters, there's no flyers, nothing. And we went to school districts where now companies are making their way into cash-strapped schools all across America. What's incredible for me is the projects that I've gotten the most feedback out of, or I've had the most success in, are ones where I've interacted with things directly. And that's what these brands did. They cut out the middleman. They cut out their agencies and said, maybe these agencies don't have my best interests in mind. I'm going to deal directly with the artist. I'm going to work with him to create something different, something that's going to get people thinking, that's going to challenge the way we look at the world. And how has that been for them? Has it been successful? Well, since the film premiered at the Sundance Film Festival, let's just take a look. According to Burrell's, the movie premiered in January, and since then, and this isn't even the whole thing, we've had more than 900 million media impressions for this film. That's literally covering just like a 2.5-week period. That's only online, no print, no TV. The film hasn't even been distributed yet. It's not even online. It's not even streaming. It's not even been out into other foreign countries yet. So ultimately, this film has already started to gain a lot of momentum, and not bad for a project that almost every ad agency we talk to advised their clients not to take part. What I always believe is that if you take chances, if you take risks, that in those risks will come opportunity. I believe that when you push people away from that, you're pushing them more towards failure. I believe that when you train your employees to be risk averse, then you're preparing your whole company to be reward challenged. I feel like that what has to happen moving forward is we need to encourage people to take risks. We need to encourage people to not be afraid of opportunities that may scare them. Ultimately, moving forward, I think we have to embrace fear. We've got to put that bear in a cage. Embrace fear. Embrace risk. One big spoonful at a time, we have to embrace risk. And ultimately, we have to embrace transparency. Today, more than ever, a little honesty is going to go a long way. And that being said, through honesty and transparency, my entire talk, embrace transparency.